So I don't know who came up with the no whites and things like that past Labor Day, but I couldn't care less. I'm gonna wear my clothes for as long as I've paid for them. Oh, they're still paid for? I can still wear them. That's what I'm telling you.
These are dream moves. This is someone else. I'm not myself. No.
Hi everyone, I'm Kimberly. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. As you can see from the title, I've got myself a haul from Ross. Yes, Ross. You know the place that tells you can dress for less? Yeah, I had to put that to the test, and I'm pleased that I did. For those of you who don't know, I'm a school teacher, and I feel like I'm kind of like the kids. I want to go out, I want to buy new clothes every school year, but that teacher's salary kind of limits what I do. Plus, even though school marks the end of summer technically, the weather is still pretty hot. And so I needed outfits and clothes and things that I could wear as soon as school started, but also kind of transition into fall, even into winter with many of them. And so that's exactly what I got. All right, so let's just start it off with the two-piece set together. I went ahead and put it with the pair of shoes that I got, some mules I picked up from Target maybe about 2 years ago. But I feel like they bring those back every year because they're just that popular. So I have them in both cream and black, and you're looking at my cream pair here. The blue purse I recently picked up at TJ Maxx. I had to think about it. If you know me at all, you know I don't really do a lot of busy, especially on the top and bottom. Don't let this printed dress fool you. I actually like it though. But typically I make a choice. It's either going to be busy on the top or busy on the bottom. You know, low cut on the top or legs are showing at the bottom. Like I don't really do both. And in this case, I made an exception. This is actually a cover-up for swimwear and things like that. Ever hopeful me plans on going on some vacations, so I thought, yes, girl, go ahead and get this and let this be your inspiration. I went ahead and picked the set up, and I gotta admit, it's not too bad put together. But of course, it's still just a little bit busier than I would like, so I went ahead and broke it up. First, I broke it up by pairing the top with the shorts that I also picked up from Ross. Love these shorts down. They're actually a pair of dark denim wash shorts, and they have gold detailing of buttons on the pocket. Love pockets. Anything with pockets just about already is a 50% chance that I'm going to buy it. But these have pockets, and I didn't want to go too overboard with the nautical theme with this, so I went ahead and just kept it with the mule shorts and the blue purse. And I thought, okay, this is a nice little casual look as well. Then I switched it out with the top. I paired it with this Kelly green top, and I'm telling you, the color doesn't even come across on the screen as vibrant and pretty as it is in person. It's really a nice color. And also Kelly green is just one of those colors that often when I'm out and about, someone total stranger will tell me, oh, that looks really nice on you, or that's a nice color on you. It just picks up and brightens up whatever little outfit you have on. So that was a good choice as well. Did I mention I got the top from Ross too? I did. Okay, so now I wanted to pair that same green top with those nautical shorts. I keep calling them nautical shorts just because to me they give a little nod to the nautical look. And with that, I thought, why not pair them with these striped sneakers that I picked up from Ross earlier this summer? All right, so I want to keep it in theme with these shorts for a little while longer. I went ahead and paired them with a gold belt. I felt like the belt kind of elevated the casual look to it as well as this blouse. So when I first saw this top, I was kind of like, wasn't necessarily feeling it because I'm just not a bows person. But when I realized that the placement of the bow is actually in the back, I thought, oh, okay, let me take a second look. And I'm glad I did. I also added a brown purse that I got from Coach, too many years to even remember. And I feel like it's still a bit casual. I can still wear it to work. But if I felt like meeting the girls for happy hour or something afterwards, I'm going to look appropriate for that too. So I love this look as well. Now, since I'm still in these shorts, let's go ahead and take it all the way with it. I paired it with the little short heel. I don't really do too high of heels unless I know I'm going to be in them for a very short time. But I kept the belt with it, kept the shorts, paired it with the heel as I mentioned, and then just still in keeping with that nautical theme, I went ahead and put a striped tank with it, a green blazer, and I felt like that elevated the look all the more. And I feel like now, okay, we're looking more business casual Friday, something like that. And this honestly is more of what I would probably wear to a happy hour. I mean, I am a teacher, so I'm able to dress more casually, but I still like to dress for the places that I'm going. So if I'm going to a happy hour, I kind of want to look more happy hour appropriate. And I think this is a good business Friday, casual, happy hour look all combined. Not only that, but it also kind of sets me up for the fall. I've got this blazer, you know, in the daytime it might be warmer, I can take the blazer off. But of course, as the evening progresses, I can put the blazer on and it's going to keep me nice and cool. Nice and cool? No, I mean it's going to keep me nice and warm. There we go. From the cool element. How about that, Kimberly? Okay, so as we transition further into the fall, I'm not going to let these shorts go. Oh, no, 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 no. We're trying to get all of our money out of these clothes, right? I told you it's sponsored by greed, but we're trying to be savvy. So I'm still thinking, oh, I can pair these shorts, put it with a nice blue pantyhose that I didn't have at the time, but I have since picked them up at the beauty supply store. So imagine that I'm wearing blue pantyhose, okay? So I've got my blue pantyhose in my mind, and then I'm wearing this nice yellow Oxford that I picked up from the thrift store earlier this summer. And it's the weirdest thing. I've never been a half tucked in the front, half hanging out kind of person, but I like the way this all came together. Added my belt, let the belt hang down on the tucked in side, as you can see, and a pair of thigh-high boots. Honey, by the time you finish, y'all gonna see these thigh-high boots over and over again. If you don't have a pair, let this be your sign now. Go out and get you a pair of thigh-high boots, because I'm telling you that you can take them far. There's plenty that you can do with a good thigh-high boot. I think though that if the yellow purse and the yellow top is a bit much for you, you can see how I've paired it with the white Oxford, pretty much the same look, different handbag. Still enjoy it. All right. So I'm finally ready to get out of those shorts. Love those shorts though. I've since worn them and gotten plenty of compliments on them. I'm going to be wearing them probably right on into winter. I mean, why not? I've got the pantyhose for it. So, all right, let's go back to the brown top with the bow that I had. I want to style that a couple of ways. First way I'm going to style it up is I'm just going to wear it with a pair of palazzo pants that I've had so many years I can't even remember where I got them from. I love the silhouette of this. I love the color combination of it. And I just paired it with a pair of loafers that are comfy and cozy, and because I feel like the outfit does enough, I don't necessarily need to elevate or be bothered with a pair of heels. So this all came together, same purse that I've got from Coach, and I think it's just a nice dressier look to what I wore before. There's just something about that cinnamon brown color with cream that just looks good. So of course I have the blouse in my cart already, and now I come across a bubble skirt, but not your typical bubble skirt. Now I'm pretty sure you all have been seeing these bubble skirts all season long. They usually hit, I was going to say right below the butt, but I've honestly seen some girls with the cheeks out in these skirts. Do your thing, girl, but it's just not for me. So when I saw this bubble skirt in long form, I was like, oh, I got to get that. And I'm so glad I did. Not only does it go ahead and let me keep on trend, I don't know how long the trend's going to last, and I'm usually not trendy, but I think this has such a nice look to it that even if bubble skirts per se aren't in vogue next year, this skirt is still going to have some longevity to it just because of its length and its class and all of that it brings to the style. So I went ahead and paired it with a pair of heels just for y'all, because typically y'all know I can get away with the flat if I can get away with the flat, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I paired it with the heel just to kind of show, hey, this is a nice little brunch look, you know, to meet up with the girls and all of that. So another good choice, and I'm glad I made it. And I gotta tell you, this is where we need to enter a no judgment zone, because I feel like I can wear whatever color. Like, for example, I wear black in the summer, so I don't know who came up with the no whites and things like that past Labor Day, but I couldn't care less. I'm gonna wear my clothes for as long as I've paid for them. Oh, they're still paid for? I can still wear them. That's what I'm telling you. And so this is going to transition right on into the fall. I can even wear it in the winter with snow on the ground if I want to. That's how we're going to play that out. In fact, I even stepped more out of the fashion norm by pairing it with these cream mules. And I think it's still a nice look and a whole lot more comfortable, I can tell you that. So that's a look that kind of slides with me into fall, especially as I wear it with this blazer. Now this leopard print blazer is also one that I've had for a ton of years. As I search my mind, I cannot recall for nothing in the world where I got it from. I'm tempted to say Steinmart, but there hasn't been a Steinmart here in a bunch of years, and still that tracks. But anyway, I thought this was just a nice little look. If you're, however, not all that comfortable with the cream pants, or it starts getting cold and you don't want the back of your foot out, it looks good with a loafer. Hello, like this skirt. Listen, I really don't care if bubble skirts go out of style next year. I'm still going to be wearing it because, I mean, look at the longevity of it. It's still stylish, it's classy. It's going to work way longer than the ones that stop right under your butt. Now that, I don't think I can winterize that at all. I mean, because, yeah, if your butt is out, other things are kind of catching the wind too. And come on, y'all. Coochie catch cold, right? So, no. Anywho, we might need to edit that out. This isn't a vlog. This is a sit-down try-on haul. Kymberly, take that out of there. Okay. Boom. All right, so when I told you all that I started wearing green and incorporating more of it in my wardrobe, I was not kidding. I wore this to work, and I mean all day long. I kept getting compliments. I was like, I got it at Ross. I got it at Ross. Cost me $10 at Ross. And I love this dress. I mean, it just has such movement. It's flirty. Again, I like the length of it. It lets you show off a little bit of leg, but not too much. As for the button, you can button it as high or low as you want. I keep mine fairly high. Again, I was at work when I wore it. I think it just worked out. It looks cute with this flat. I paired it with my Coach camera bag, I think is what this is called. It's a beautiful green color, and it all came together very nicely. Then I just kind of wanted to play around with the loafer in yellow and see how I like it. So I paired it with that as well, and I liked it too. It was fine, but I preferred it with those flats, to be honest. So as we transition into the warmer weathers, you're going to want to pull out those cardigans and things like that, and that's exactly what I did. I paired it with this cardigan that I got from Target a few years back. I actually think I got this sweater last fall. I just really like the pops of cream along this outfit with the sweater and the purse and the shoe. It all came together. Can I just say I love the color combination of olive green with burgundy. Love it to pieces. I can't remember if I got this last season at Walmart or Target. I was shopping both of them pretty heavy then, so it was one of them, but look at how it just comes together. Then I even paired it with the burgundy purse, and I wasn't as crazy about the burgundy purse because it had a little too much red in it, but y'all get the vibes of it. That is like the quintessential fall colors to me. Olive green and burgundy, like it just came together so pretty. And this dress also eases right on into winter very well. Again, I would wear those navy blue pantyhose that I talked about, but I paired it with this navy blazer, the navy blue pantyhose, pretend I'm wearing them, and then the navy thigh-high boot for a 9 to 5, a happy hour again. You know, I like it. You could probably even get away with wearing it to church. I don't know how Sister Johnson gonna feel about thigh-high boots, because I know thigh-high boots have had a reputation. Come on, like this looks fine. And then just to bring a little more depth to the color palette, I paired it with the brown purse. So I've got a few colors going on here, a few little points of interest. I really like the way this came together. Okay, so let me set up the scene for this next blouse. All right, so right around the time that I saw that pretty cinnamon brown top, I also saw this black lace top, and I couldn't figure out what I would do with it. It didn't tie or close at all until it got down to the bottom, so I knew that meant, oh, they probably expect a tank shirt or something like that to go with it, because I couldn't even see a pretty lacy bra looking cute with it. You would see the bra and then some more tummy, and then it would tie, and you know, I have a thing about stopping points and how I wanted it to look. So I thought, oh, that would look better if I just turned it around. Now it's seamlessly laced. You'll see the bra a little bit peeking through, but I needed a low strap bra to go with it. And I lucked out. I actually found this lacy low strap bra at Walmart, paired it together, and I think it looks pretty good. I was still concerned though about turning it around backwards. Yeah, I could have tried it on in the store, but I feel like since the days of online shopping, something has happened to me. I don't really like trying clothes on at the store anymore. I take it all the way home and then I figure out what I'm going to do with it. So that's what I did. And here I'm just kind of showing you that the seams don't really show forward. I was worried that, you know, the seams would look off because it's turned around backwards, but they really didn't. So I went with the blouse. I've got it a pair of coral pants that I got from Target a couple of years ago, and it looks good to me. I love it. Then I guess I was having an Elvira moment or something. That's what it looks like to me. With a black slip skirt that I got from Shein, and again, I think it's a nice look. Right along with these peak toe shoes, and tossed along with it my black handbag from Coach with the gold accessories, and I thought it was a look. In case you couldn't tell, the reason I have the tags showing like that in the first place is I hadn't made up my mind on a lot of these clothes, but I went ahead and popped that tag and kept that blouse. Now it's just a matter of me getting something, you know, those little tools that you use to rip open a seam. I'm going to need that to take off the tag that's sewn on the inside, but oh yeah, this is a look. I love it. But anywho, when I was in the store and I saw this dress, immediately a potato sack came to mind. I was like, But for some reason, when I got ready to put it back on the rack, it didn't quite let me let it go. So I take a closer look at it and I realize, oh, it's got a bit more detailing to it. It's got the darting in the front, very well sewn. It's got good stitching, in fact. It also had details like where there was a split on the side, and I wish I had taken the time to show you guys more. I could show it to you now, but it's very wrinkled because I've worn it and washed it. You know what? Anyway, I had it air drying to finish up, but there are just some details about the quality of this that I really like. First of all, this string is what gives it that blouson effect on the sleeving. So it's not a string more so than a little piece of elastic, but that was a good detail. The weight of it is pretty good. The stitching of it is very nice. And then here on the side where there would be a split, it has a little piece of what I'm going to call modesty material to it, along with the additional hemming of it. It's just honestly a pretty good quality. I like the darting in the back as well as the front. I'm looking for where it tells me what the fabric actually is, and I don't see it. But if I was putting a guess to it, I would say this is a linen blend just because of how wrinkled it is. But I've probably worn this 2 or 3 times by the time I filmed this, and it came right out with a little bump of my steam. So this is actually a pretty good quality dress. Why am I saying all of that? Because this dress was actually in the upper 20s range, and I'm not used to paying that. Like, again, I think it's going back to fast fashion, and I'm one of those people. I would buy from Shein routinely. I would buy from Temu. I think I touched on Temu, but that was before the tariffs. I haven't bought anything since the tariffs, and who knows, maybe it's not greatly affected. But I'm just saying that to say that I got used to fast fashion and the low prices that come with it. That's actually a pretty good quality dress. I'm glad I invested the extra, I would say, what, $9? At first, what? I'm not paying that much. But I'm so glad I did. But anyway, I put it together with one of my favorite handbags. The tennis shoes, you all know what they are. Very comfortable, casual look that's very suitable for me for going to work and, you know, running errands, all the things. Super comfortable dress. Takes another sip, and let me put this down. If you're interested in making it look a little bit more elevated than the casual way that I put it together, it goes nicely with the handbag and a low heel that I've got. And then what I found interesting is, oh, what would happen if I actually paired a pink jacket with it? I put on this fuchsia jacket with it as well, and it also complemented it. But anywho, what I noticed when I paired it with the fuchsia and the pink heels is that the taupe color dress itself kind of took on more of a pink hue, and it came together so nicely. So I wanted to turn around and let you see it, you know, just color on color. Hope you all see, I hope you all see it and you're like, Heifer, no, that's just you. But no, it really did have that kind of look to me. All right, so moving on. Y'all know what I did as I transitioned this fall look on into winter. I paired it with, you could probably say it with me at this point, my thigh-high boots and a blazer. I think there's just something about a thigh-high boot and a blazer that can take you a long way. You've seen me pair it with shorts. You've seen me pair it with dresses. I also like to wear it with jeans, and it looks good too. It just elevates the look of jeans and a blazer and all of that while still maintaining a little bit of an edge. But we're not talking about that right now. We are talking about this look here. Okay, so for this look, I went ahead and wore the belt just to change the silhouette up a little bit, and I think it just gave it more of an elevated look as well. Finally, we are into the dress I have on now. This is actually my first time wearing it. I haven't worn it to work or anywhere else yet, but I love this dress. Now, I will say though that the pattern kind of reminds me of that pattern you see on porcelain. It gives me a little bit of a teapot look. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get a cinder, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. We're actually trying to have a serious video. Girl, shut up. It's okay to have a little fun. Heifer. Oh! No, she didn't call me heifer. You won right back. But anyway, just to change the look of this a little bit, I went back to the blue handbag I had earlier, cinched it with a belt, and it honestly, to me, changed the look of the dress a little. So if you're one of those people who doesn't like buying a whole bunch of pieces, I think this dress is a pretty versatile piece as well. I mean, you can change it. Some people do things like tucking the bottom of the dress in with a pant, making it look more like a blouse. There's all kinds of things that you can do with a patterned dress. But here, I'm just showing that, you know, the trend of wearing red and blue that's been popping up lately. I didn't like it as much. It kind of gives Superwoman vibes for me. But I did pair it with the fuchsia just to kind of toy around with that look. And it's not too bad. Do I really think I would wear it? Probably not. But anyway, I just wanted to show you several of the pieces that I picked up from Ross, different ways that you can style them, different ways that you can have them transition from not just summer and fall, but even on into winter. All right, this is typically the part where we ask, which one was your favorite outfit? I am curious about that, but I'm more curious about what you actually think of the red and blue trend. Is it something that you're going to try, or have you even seen it for that matter? I've seen it, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let me tell you, one thing I actually like, even though I'm not all that crazy about the red and blue look, is the fact that people are trying colors at all. Because one of the saddest things I've seen lately is all these beautiful 20-something-year-old girls wearing black or gray or brown. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a nice neutral here and there to extend your wardrobe, but just here and there, to wear it all the time, oh my goodness. Please don't waste your youth on just drab colors. Pop it out. Whatever age you are, you're never going to be this young again. So mix that wardrobe up. Have some nice colors. I don't care if you're 98. You're not going to be 98 on this day, this young, ever again. Tomorrow you might be 98 still, but you'll be 98 and a day older. So since you'll never be as young as you are today and right now, seize the day. Wear the colors. Put that ish on. Enjoy it. Extend your wardrobe. Do all the fun things that you can do with clothes, because to me, that's all fashion is for. It's just for a fun expression of clothing. And people are just putting it on like it's just a rag. It's just something I gotta do, something I gotta. It just looks drab. Maybe neutrals is the trend now, but girl, there's so many colors in the rainbow. Make sure you get some. Make sure you wear some. Enjoy your fashion. And anyway, all of that said, after my little rant, let me come back, bring it back in, and say thank you so much for clicking onto my video. I hope you saw something that was useful. Would love to hear about whatever your favorite outfit was, but if nothing else, thank you again for stopping by and take care.